Good afternoon, Frankie Day here. Okay, fellas, this is video 7, the final reveal for the HP Victor. Okay, guys, when this thing had its little accident about 2 or 3 days ago, prelude to its final reveal, I couldn't let this thing sit there. So I spent about a good 8 or 9 hours just repairing this airplane between drying time and repairing it. When this thing fell down, fellas, the cockpit split right in half. It was shot, busted. So ain't no way I can display this thing with the clear parts in it with a broken canopy. So I fused it together and I faired it in with the fuselage. I had to rebuild the whole fuselage forward of the where the wing saddle that fits over the wing, up forward to the fuselage. That had to be re-glued in there. It had to be refilled with a little filler. Wet and dry, sanded, primed, pre-shaded, and painted over again. Now the cockpit, guys, there's no clear parts there at all. The clear parts are completely eliminated. It looks more or less like a desk model now. I had to do something. I had to improvise to make this thing save this kit, guys. This thing costs too much money to leave idling in a box. So that's done. She's finished, and I lost the. There's a. I don't know if that's a static tube, a P-top tube, or some kind of a static line sticking out from the wingtip. I lost one of them. I don't know where it went. When it fell, it hit the floor. That was the wing that I socked. I hit. It carted the wheel over. It was the port wingtip. There's a little aerial sticks out. You'll see it on the starboard side, and ain't none on the port side. It's lost. And I got another HP Victor in my stash pile. I'm not going to go take it out of there just to take care of Paul while Peters goes without. So if I ever run into a piece, I know where it goes. And it goes right back on the wingtip right there. In other words, this thing is completely finished. Okay, guys, there's a word of caution with this kit. Airfix did a very, very wonderful job engineering this here model and producing it as well. There are some fit issues with this thing. The fit issues, number one, is when you close the fuselage up, you got all those goodies inside there. It puts up pressure against the fuselage, as I mentioned on the last video, I believe. And so that's got to be really clamped together and let dry overnight before you proceed any further. A little filler here and there, not very much filler. And number two, it has the wing fits. When it fits on the saddle, it leaves a big lip on front of the trailing, not trailing edge, but the leading edge of the wing saddle on the wing as it fits over the fuselage. That's got to be pressed down, glued, hold, clamp, and got to use filler there. Undercarriage is very tricky, guys. The undercarriage is, because as you turn the airship over, you'll see in the wheel well there's a little rectangular hole where the retracting strut fits under, and you got your oleo strut that fits up here. And the trick is you got to lock in that retracting strut underneath the wing, on that false wing spar, so it'll lock in perfectly. If you don't, the undercarriage keeps springing up on you, so it's very tricky. And this kit seems like to me it doesn't want to be built. It wants to break more than build. And this kit's very fragile, guys. You got to take exercise great care when building this massive airplane. The HP Victor is a big airplane. For its day was probably like the B-52s and the B-36 Peacemaker. It was probably one of the largest airplanes at the time. And even today's standards, the HP Victor is a pretty sizable aircraft. And a very beautiful aircraft. And its design puts you in mind of a spaceship or something out of Buck Rogers. But that was the design of the nifty 50s. Everything was streamlined back in those days, guys. In the English, they were really tinkering with jets more than we ever did. And they built this beautiful peacemaker nuclear bomber for its day. Okay, guys, a lot of my great critics out there. I've probably got great critics. I'm probably the greatest critic of everybody. This thing could be a lot more whiter. A lot of people get the illusion of real light gray, but this thing is white. The reason why this thing looks like it's light gray is because of the pre-shading and the weathering done to it. Now, before I started painting this thing, I went ahead and reviewed some images on the internet. You had a beautiful looking, handsome HP Victor sitting out there on the tarmac. I think it was abandoned because I think they went to, the English went onward to the Vulcan or something else they were building. And the airplane was virtually retired from the Royal Air Force, and so it was sitting out in the sun all the time. And it started to fade out a lot from the white, because believe you me, guys, sun is like blues. It fades out a lot, and also light colors really fade quick from the sun, and you can see some of the aluminum underneath the white. So that's the illusion I gave this kit, as you'll see on the video. But anyway, guys, if you guys got this in the stash or even built it, you probably understand what I'm saying when you build the kit. This kit's got gremlins in it. You get to be very, very careful and get rid of those gremlins. You got to make sure this model is out of harm's way, because it's got a big old wings. It's like a big old chicken. It's got its wings hanging out like that, and it's like a B-52. It's a big airplane, guys. And it's very cumbersome, you know. You get clumsy. That was my part. That was my stupidity, not aware that this wing was sticking out when I sat down back in the sheriff answering the phone that day. So, good things comes those that wait. I pondered and thought about it. So even when I went to work, I was thinking about this thing. I said, man, I can't let this thing sit in a box like this. I got to get this thing going. So I got it done, guys. And we'll swing the camera over here and we'll take a look at the final reveal of the HP Victor by Airfix 172. Okay, guys, here she is, sitting on some kind of makeshift tarmac. But there she is, right there, guys. Try to keep, as you can see right there, I had to mask that and airbrush all that right there. We'll get a little closer here. Had to airbrush all that, masked off, and you can see a lot of weathering done in this thing. Back off of it so you guys see a little better here, guys. This is a beautiful airplane. I really love this Victor. I put a lot of time in this thing, guys. I really did. And Airfix did a wonderful job. Once you get it together, it's a superb looking airplane, to say the least, you know. And it's very beautiful. It goes together very easily, but there's some fit issues to it. But you got to overcome those fit issues. And so here she is in her splendid faded white, being out in the tarmac too long. The sun's getting a hold of it. So anyway, guys, like I say, the kit, there's optional decals and also optional parts to this thing. You can make different, I won't say different versions, probably just different fitting out on it. This thing is a very streamlined looking airplane, you know. You back up the camera a bit, you see how those wings are shaped. It looks like a spaceship. Streamlined. Well, I could put that up next to a 59 Cadillac or something like that, just to show you the similarity of the nifty 50s, how streamlined everything he did. That was a streamlined age, guys. And kit comes with the lather. The door is optional. You have it closed or open, so I like it open because you can see the goodies inside there, but there ain't no use looking at the goodies inside there because you can't see the goodies inside from the cockpit, because the cockpit has been masked over, painted. And optional paint schedule on this, all white, 139 squadron, 139 squadron, and also another squadron which is normal medium sea gray and dark green. This is all white. Like I say, it gives the illusion of light gray, but you look at it, you can see it's white, especially when a bright light hits it. And of course, I saw on the internet right there, guys, the thing was sitting out there in the tarmac. It was just all faded out. You can see where the sun was immersing through it. So I figured maybe this figure looked good in that kind of a color schedule. So this is a beautiful looking airplane, guys. I mean, I think English aircraft are my favorite. There's something about them. They're very inspiring when you want to build models of English aircraft, and they're lot of history behind them, a lot of designing. They put a lot of design in, a lot of thought into these things, guys. These guys, I mean, they Hadley Page and Avro and Short, and all these great companies. I mean, they're all in designing these things. This thing was one of the first V bombers that he used, and the old HP Victor's out of service now. She retired, so the RAF's got better ones out there. They're flying. So this is the conclusion of the final reveal build of the HP Victor by Airfix 1/72 scale. So any of you guys got this in the stash, don't be afraid of it. It's just a model, but you just got to be very careful when handling this thing, and be very careful when you want to put it away from harm's way. And whatever you do, don't stick it next to a chair when you're sitting down next to it, because pretty soon your arm's going to flip over like mine did, and pretty soon that plane will do a cartwheel on you and hit the floor and bust. So I say the $70 model. Okay, back to yours truly. Okay, here I is again in the flesh, guys. Okay, gentlemen. Alrighty then. That concludes the HP Victor. I'm glad she's finished. I'm glad I had sent stuff to fix her before I went onward. I've got the fuselage buttoned up on the Canberra. I got the wings joined together. I need a sand and make sub-assemblies of those before I join to the fuselage. And so right now I'll be working on the Tiffy, and I'll post some pictures on Facebook on the Tiffy. I have a video of that coming up, and I have another video coming up on the Canberra. I should have the Canberra. I should have a video of the Canberra probably this evening, maybe. Now, as to the Tiffy, I'll probably have a video tomorrow on it. So I'll do a little work on my Canberra right now on Mr. Warren Blanch's tribute build. At my end, the host is Mr. Stuart Avery, my great friend across the pond, Merry Old England. Great people, great gentleman, very nice man, and a great friend. Thank you, Stu, for letting me join in. Thank you, Warren. Okay, guys, this concludes the video, number 7 for the final reveal. This is Frankie Day signing off. Make Mama happy. Please subscribe and build on, and we'll all build on together. Community and kits. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the Canberra video. That'll be shaking up next, guys. Okay, fellas. Bye, gentlemen. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful, gorgeous day today.